You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, this is a follow-up to the Jonathan Gannon situation involving Emeri Demercado the other day and his goal line fumble, which, you know what? I did that video the other day after he got fined $100,000. And I got to looking at the play more and more over the last week, and I'm like, did he score a touchdown there? The more I look at it, the more I'm like, I swear to God, he still got control when he breaks the plane. You know, that's something I didn't look at it but a couple of times the other day before I shot it. I've looked at it like 15 more times, and I'm like giving it this, the side eye. Anyway, Diana Rossini, one of the really good NFL insiders out there, got a gauge on the rest of the National Football League and the response to Jonathan Gannon getting fired. Now, I said it was bullshit that the Arizona Cardinals, fined this coach. And look, they fined him because of this situation right here. And let me just show you. Look, he tapped this guy on the chest or whatever. He was pissed. Right there. He gave him a little slap on the arm, right? Right there. And Albert Breer was saying that he believes Jonathan Gannon showed them A.D. Mitchell's fumble from the Colts game from 1 week earlier. In fact, Albert Breer was saying it was basically shown all over the league. The coaches showed that. And this guy still made the same mistake. And I made the argument the other day, the reason I don't like fining the coach is you neuter him. You literally take his power away from him as a coach if you fine him as an ownership group. You might as well fucking fire him. You might as well let him go. And the bigger picture is, and this was my point, Demercado, when you make a dumbass move like that, you don't realize there's millions of dollars riding on one dumbass play like this. Jonathan Gannon's not stupid. He knows there's a big difference between 3-2 and 2-3 right now. It may be the playoffs. It may be that coach's job off of one play. Off of one play. And Diana Rossini wrote an article about it, and she gauged the reception of the fine. All right? Not the actual fumble. The fact that the ownership group fined Jonathan Gannon. She went out there and asked people in the National Football League, and the responses are exactly what I thought it would be. There's one response that is pro-Arizona ownership. The rest of them, no. Not at all. Not at all. Look, I thought this was funny. Fox interns realizing they can queue up both the A.D. Mitchell and Emeri Demercado fumbles for the Arizona versus Colts broadcast. Hopefully, Mark Sanchez is not calling that one. Oh, he's not. Yeah, my bad. Oh my God, Rhodes, that's not funny. Look, if you're offended by that, I don't know what to tell you. I don't care, number one. So here we go. Cardinals owner Michael Bidwell fined Jonathan Gannon $100,000 for a sideline confrontation with Emeri Demercado after the running back dropped the ball before crossing the goal line in a loss to the Titans. That game was over. That's the reason they lost. They lost because of that one play, right? The footage surfaced. Gannon apologized. Yeah, I made that video before he had apologized for the situation. But the NFL was buzzing. And I spoke with people I spoke with largely disapproved of Arizona's decision. So people in the NFL disapproved of the Arizona ownership fining this coach. Quote, it was a meltdown. He's a first-time head coach, felt helpless. I don't think they needed to fine him. You deal with that internally, one NFC head coach said. A rival executive was blunt. Quote, the owner cut his balls off in front of the whole team. Wow. That's what I said. You rendered your coach powerless. Powerless. This was the one person. Man, I got to tell you, this is the one person. Not everybody concurred. You can't push a player like that. That's garbage. One AFC assistant. Stay an assistant. You're not head coaching material. One player in the same division agreed over text, nah, you can't do that. That can change a locker room. Gannon 14-25 in just over 2 seasons. Arizona's 3 losses this season, a combined 5 points, all walk-off field goals. Quote, if you're going to fine him $100,000 because you feel that strongly, then just fire him, one owner told me. At the end of the day, this isn't about a fumble. It's about leadership under pressure and controlling the moment. So, yeah, if you're going to neuter him, because you neuter the man, you neuter that coach being able to discipline his team when you fine his ass. And if you asked him, and the locker room probably would be split on the subject, but I promise you, there's players in there that's like, shit, I may never make the playoffs. And this, they know. Players that have awareness of the situation know, damn, what if we miss the playoffs and that dumbass decision by that running back to let that ball go is the reason? Not dumb. The coach is thinking, and look, I said it the other day. I mean, look, and you might be like, don't show that. Well, this is on the Arizona Cardinals website, so it's public. This is on their website, but you're talking about a coach having to uproot the family and freaking move. If he gets fired, there's a lot of repercussions for deciding to, number one, discipline the coach, and number two, that dude making the decision. I understand Jonathan Gannon lost his shit because he's thinking, you may have met, it's just more than one game. It's the season and it's careers. Guys on the coaching staff. It's like you literally may have cost me my job at the end of the year because you're Jonathan Gannon is clearly aware of how big of a fuck up that really is. I hate finding the coach for this. I think it is the vaginal oozings of society now. Pussification of society. God, man, growing up, these coaches grab you by the damn face mask and shake your head like that and dog cuss the mess out of you. And you know what? Parents expected the coaches to do that. Yeah, at least they did here in Texas. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.